That's why it's so important when you find a calling that you stay locked in. You will drag you to the altar and chain you to that altar. And the instructions he will give you are very crazy. He gave the prophet, go preach naked for 3 years. No. Not with sandals, not with an underwear. No, nothing. Bald head.
In this video, Prophet UEBERT teaches about the dynamics of a genuine calling, the definition of a prophet, and how to stay locked in on God's instructions for alignment. Watch this.
I asked the question when we were in Bulawayo. I asked the question and I said, what is a prophet? Who knows? What is the prophet? Just a theological name, prophet. What does it mean?
Thank you for the opportunity. I think that a prophet is a man who receives information from God and
all right,
within the Spirit.
Now, that was the answer halfway, so we can teach that from there. I'm not saying that's his answer. He said a prophet is an individual who hears from God, receives information from God. Now, if that is the correct answer, then why do we have the Bible saying the prophets of Baal? That means prophet does not mean someone who hears from God, because they are also prophets of Baal. It simply means a vessel by which spirits speak to, who is able to tune into the frequency of the spirit and hear what spirits are saying. Whosoever he yields himself to, he becomes the channel of that. What is Mudzimu? No, the way you understand it in Shona. Please don't be wise. I'm being smart Alec. Mudzimu, the way you understand it in Shona. In Shona. Mudzimu. Okay, yeah? So why is it that the Seventh-day Adventists have a song called Mudzimu Noera, meaning God? No, I'm still trying to figure out. Why is it that it's a problem when an angel mentions it? Yet the Seventh-day Adventists have been singing Mudzimu Noera forever. But you understand that if I put my car and put a number plate Mudzimu, it will be a problem. Yet the Seventh-day Adventists are singing the song Mudzimu Noera. That means it's because you don't understand your Shona language. And you think anything with English is holier. These are simply vessels. What is Mudzimu? You are confusing Mudzimu and Vadzimu. It's just a vessel by which spirits have the ability to communicate. The book of Job, the writer, the one who received the information about Job. Job is the oldest book in the Bible, by the way. So when the writer is writing it, he's seeing the devil standing before God. And what the devil is speaking, he heard it. But doesn't mean say he works for the devil. So there are things we know in the realm of the spirit that sangomas, juju people, and what you people will call shikiro in your language, which is not from Mashingo, by the way, in your language, when we get to the deep etymology of the words, it has nothing to do with where you are hearing from. Simply means a vessel. Prophet is a vessel. Prophets of Baal, that means they were hearing from Baal. As a matter of fact, they could even understand to a point where God sent spirits to lie to the prophets. At one time the prophets were hearing correctly. They were wrong prophets. And the Lord said, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth. In fact, let's go to verse number 18, because we're trying to get somewhere. And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, did I not tell thee that he would prophesy no good concerning me, but evil? And he said, hear Hear thou therefore the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting in his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left. And the Lord said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? God saw that Ahab was surrounded by prophets of Baal who could see correctly. He said, we have a problem. He can't be convinced, because he will inquire from his prophets and they will tell him the truth, and yet they are not mine. And he said, on this manner, and on said on that manner. And there came forth the Spirit and stood before the Lord, and he said, I will persuade him. 1, 2, 3, let's read. And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? How? And he said, I will go forth, and I'll be what? A lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. That means they were not lying. I'm ready.
You don't study.
You have no Bible, you know. The prophets of Baal were seeing correctly. They were not even using lying spirits. So were they using truth spirits? They were just prophets who could know what was happening. And God said, I want a spirit from here to go and lie. Thou shalt persuade him. God said, yeah, that's a good idea. Thou shalt persuade him and prevail also. Go forth and do so. The Lord is allowing a spirit to go and lie. Here the Bible says, God who does not lie. What was he doing here? So if he's saying someone to lie, he's not lying. You don't know God. The day you know him, the more you know God, the more you know you don't know him, the more. And all these prophets, and the Lord said, thou hast spoken evil concerning thee. Now therefore the Lord hath been put a lying spirit in the mouth of these thy prophets, and the Lord has spoken evil concerning them. Now when it keeps on going, you realize now the prophets are now convincing him to go and die, because now they've now been changed by spirits from the Lord. And the Lord said, it will happen, it will be so. You will go and do it quickly. Why? The prophets were telling the truth. They were just not God's prophets. They were Baal's prophets. They were Ahab's prophets. So being a prophet doesn't mean say you are hearing from God. It means you are a vessel. You are an antenna, active, that if you go this side, you will hear God. If you go this side, you will hear the devil. That's why it's so important when you find a calling that you stay logged in. You will drag you to the altar and chain you to that altar. You don't leave. Even when you have 2 minutes, just go rata boom grehes kabalagru. If you are driving, just laugh in tongues. Continuously you are locked in. Your alignment. Because Christians are too weak. What we believe in, what we trust is just, I confessed it, I said it, everything is well. These guys are manipulating systems, and when God comes, he's seen with the hand of horns. Why does he need horns? When Moses gets into him, he finds that, and I went too deep into God. Where what? Where God dwells, into the thick darkness. We thought you were light. Then he turns, he says, light and darkness are the same to me. If you look in the book of Samuel, it says, in the trench coat of black rain, and around him were pavilions of darkness. And he made darkness pavilions right about him. Dark waters, thick clouds of the skies. You people, the day you meet God, in the sense of physically he is right in front of you, you will come for deliverance. You will say, I saw a demon, because you don't know him. You people don't know God. The day you walk in the visions of the day, and he walks in like this, you will be shaking everywhere. You don't know what to do. You will tell him, don't come here anymore. You have no idea, my friend. And the instructions he will give you are very crazy. He gave the prophet, go preach naked for 3 years. No. Not with sandals. Not with an underwear. No. nothing. Bald head. And the Lord said, like my servant Isaiah walked naked and barefoot 3 years for a sign and a wonder. What wonder? What wonder is this? Imagine walking naked like this in the streets of Harare. They say, what's wrong? It's a wonder. My friend. That's when you realize the bloggers will start coming.
Told you about these false prophets of yours.
Naked and barefoot. One was told, when you cook your food, use human feces. And thou shalt eat it with barley cakes, this bread. Thou shalt bake it with dung that cometh out of a man. And do it in their sight, not in the private. See, in private, you just take your feces and go on the corner like this. And just say, God, are you? Because you said it. Now the Bible says, go in front of them.
We have told you, you don't know this God.
You will look for his identity card the day he comes to give you instructions. You will look for identity card. The prophet Isaiah, what did he say? You were told, go marry a prostitute. Hey, but I'm your prophet now. Don't worry. Now let's go to Isaiah again so that you understand the reasons why he walked naked. Please put the scriptures up. As a wonder way upon Egypt and upon Ethiopia. So shall the king of Assyria lead away the Egyptians. This is an example. So you are doing it for 3 years, so you can be an example. And the Egyptian prisoners, the Ethiopians, captives, young and old, naked and barefoot. 1, 2, 3, let's go. I can't read alone this one. I did not read that part. The question is, can't God just tell the Egyptians on his own? Why 3 years naked? Say, as a sign and a wonder to the Egyptians, that when I come for them, they will run with their buttocks. Is it they're going to leave them somewhere? To the shame of Egypt. Just make it a shame. Why is it a shame to the prophet? I tell you, when we do what we're doing here, there are some people who are saying, no, this is not Christian. This was Old Testament. So is it Old Testament where God stopped the 4 winds? Said, stop, withhold the 4 winds, stop them. New Testament. Let's go to the human dung. First, start from verse number 10. We're still here, don't worry. And thy meat which thou eat shall be weighed 20 shekels a day. Imagine you have to have a weight for your food. From time to time shalt thou eat it. Thou shalt drink also water by measure. The 6th part of an hin, from time to time shalt thou drink. And thou shalt eat it with barley cakes, okay? With dung that cometh out of a man in their sight. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles. So if you notice what other versions are trying to tell you is that dung, those feces were for fuel. Yet the Bible is telling us it's defiled bread. Yeah, you're still thinking. Let's go to Hosea. Go marry a prostitute. Meaning of the word of the Lord was there. The Lord said to Hosea, take unto thee a wife of whoredoms and children of whoredoms. Notice. That means this one, you find her as a prostitute, and she will cheat on you while it's in your house and give birth to children that are not yours. mozoshamisika nenumber plate yakangodziwo svikiro.
And then you are just amazed by a
Ah,
license
muri
plate that
mafuza
says
chokwadi.
Shikiro.
I want you to see, if somebody writes a number plate and somebody walks naked, who is not a prophet here?